One of America's favorite former bachelorettes, perhaps mine too, new mom, vlogger, and fill-in host of Home and Family on the Hallmark Channel. Ali Fadowski is one busy lady, but lucky for us, she joins us this morning with tips, tricks, and must-have advice for balancing it all and looking and feeling better, feeling your best at the same time. Ali, how are you?
I'm so good, Natalie. How are you doing?
I am great. I'm so excited to talk with you. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of yours, watched your season. So, of course, first off, I got to say, what are you up to these days?
I am so busy now. Like, I did nothing before. Now that I'm a mom, it's like nonstop. But I also find when you're your most busy, like, you just get, it's like when it rains, it pours, right? You just get more and more stuff. So, for me, gosh, I've just like really lately been trying to figure out ways to like find balance because I really didn't have any balance the first 9 months really of my daughter's life. She's a year now. And I kind of had like a little breaking point and I kind of said, okay, things have to change. So I'm trying to find balance in my life. I'm also just trying to find ways to like feel my best, you know, be my best self. So for me, like a lot of that centers around like how I feel and how I look, right? Because when I look my best, I feel my best. So I'm going to share some of my favorite tricks with you today.
I love it. Well, and I got to say, you know, I'm not only super excited to talk with you because I was a fan of yours as a bachelorette. I'm actually a new mom myself. I have a 6-month-old daughter. And so I love when you talk about your 1-year-old and trying to find that balance because that's kind of where I've been these days. And you don't know it until you experience it, how important that balance is.
Okay, you have a 6-month-old, which means you're not probably getting any sleep, right?
Definitely less than I'm used to. We'll put it that way.
Okay, this is the trick that you have to do when you have no sleep. You put highlighter on the inner corner of your eyes in here, and it makes you look like you've had 8 hours of sleep when you've had 2 hours of sleep. That's one of my favorite tricks. When I was a bachelorette, actually, going on all those dates with all those guys, it was fun, but exhausting. So I would always put a highlighter there. Another thing, Natalie, that I've done recently is I've done microblading on my eyebrows, and it's not for everybody. You know, I'm not trying to force it on people or anything, but I did it recently, and I am obsessed with it. It's like a semi-permanent tattoo on your eyebrows, so you don't have to fill them in the morning. So that's cut my makeup time in the morning, like as a new mom, like in half, because I don't have to do my eyebrows. I just put on tinted moisturizer and blush, and I'm good to go. So that's one of my favorite things. And then another thing as a new mom, look, if your daughter's 6 months old, it's all about her, but you have to take some time for yourself. I'm sure you've heard, like, go on date nights, you know, out with your significant other, but also you gotta have some time for you. And my time for me before Molly was always bubble baths. Like, I loved a good bubble bath. I'd get in, it'd be all, you know, sudsy with a glass of wine. I don't have time for that anymore. It's Molly's bath time every night now. So instead, when she goes to bed, I take 5 minutes, because that's all you need, go in the shower. I use the Nivea Foaming Silk Mousse Body Wash, which is my favorite product ever. I've been a fan of Nivea my whole life. Love it. I love it. My mom loves it. My grandma used to love it. So, when she was with us, and I just love it. This is like, seriously, it is whipped cream for your skin. It's so luxurious and creamy and luxurious, and luxurious twice because I wanted to really hone in on that point. But it makes it feel like I'm having like a stand-up bubble bath in the shower, which I just love, and it's like my me time at the end of the day. You've got to like take a minute and like be by yourself because, as you know, with a 6-month-old, you're never alone anymore. So having those 5 minutes in the shower is just like heaven for me.
Well, one of the times I'm not alone these days is Monday nights when I am sitting in front of the TV watching The Bachelorette. So I have to ask to end this interview, daughter in hand, hopefully she's sleeping by that time. But I got to ask, who's your pick for Rachel this season?
Oh, gosh, it is so hard. I first thought it was going to be Peter, and then I was positive it was going to be Eric, and then I went back to Peter, and now all my fans are like tweeting me saying, my followers saying like, hey, it's good Brian. What about Brian? She's totally going to end up with Brian. So I'm like so confused at this point. But I will say this, I guess. I think it's going to be Peter, but I wouldn't be upset if it wasn't Peter because I'd love to see Peter as the next Bachelor.
Oh, that's what you got to think. You got to take that into consideration as we know through your experience on the show. But Ali, thanks for your tips as a new mom. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your time.
Of course. Thank you, Natalie. Good luck with that little 6-month-old sweetie of yours.
And you too with your daughter. Bye-bye.
Thank you.